Welcome back. It's still Metrofire right here on Channels Television. Now let's join the Odigie family as they celebrate the life and times of their dear mother, Mrs. Mosunmade Arike Odigie. Now, Mrs. Odigie, we found out, was a lover of Metrofile, so her children decided to honor her by inviting us to witness her final journey. Take a look.
His goodness shall follow me always.
A life lived in love aptly summarizes the 75 beautiful years of Mrs. Mosunmade Arike Odigie, who passed on the 20th of October 2020. Mrs. Odigie, a knight, a mother, a mentor, and an administrator, impacted the lives of people while playing these roles, which endeared her to many, now grieving over the loss. Sad as it may seem, they look on the bright side, knowing she lived a fulfilled life. To celebrate her life and legacy, her children line up different activities for the final rites of passing.
He makes me to lie down in pastures green. He leadeth me the quiet waters by.
The vigil of prayers and songs kicks off these activities with her husband, Godfrey, and children, determined to give her a befitting rite of passage. Late Mrs. Odigie took her religious faith seriously, a Roman Catholic and a member of the Order of the Knight of St. Malumba. The Catholic Church of Transfiguration (VGC) was her parish, and she worshipped there until her death.
The saints are the best majority. She has gone to join that majority. And so that is our consolation. That is why we are gathered here. Time to say good night. I see also very good to every suspect.
It doesn't end here. The next day, they continue at the same venue with the funeral service. The Catholic Archbishop of Lagos, the Most Reverend Dr. Alfred Adewale Martins, leads other priests and bishops to this service, spiritually supporting her family in their moment of grief. As a member of the Knight of St. Malumba, their members come out in their numbers to honor her and pay their last respects.
She has experienced a long Advent season of 75 years. And now we come to celebrate the pledge of eternal life that was given to her by her God.
She loved life and lived it to the fullest, leaving a legacy that her children are determined to carry on.
We're here today to celebrate her life. And like I kept saying to myself that the grace she had, not many people have it. My mom prepared, anyhow you put it. She fought. She fought. She wanted to stay for us. She really wanted to stay for us. But we thank God because of our faith, because we believe that she's with the Lord.
We thank you for all the blessings you gave her in this life, to show your fatherly care for all of us, and the fellowship which is ours, the saints in Jesus Christ.
And with that, the service comes to an end, and then she's taken to her final place of rest.
My mom enjoyed life. She loved to party. She just lived a full life. And Metrophile was one of what, in fact, I knew my Metrophile through my mom. Honestly, I never knew about you people. And she just kept talking about this program, Metrophile. And I was like, she said, no, they air on this and then they repeat on so. And I was like, okay. And then I started watching Metrophile. And so that's why I said I would honor her with this, because it was a program that she watched so much. And I thought, yeah, I should do that for her.
She was very, very faithful to God. So we believe indeed that she's with God. And we just pray that He would continue to be with us and help us to lead lives that will always be pleasing to Him and will always be according to the tenets that she taught us.
My mom lived for her family. My mom lived for her children. She lived for us. And that was what we saw.
A very strong woman, very straight. She says it as it is, and she's brought us up to be God-fearing, number one, and strong women as well.
Her grandchildren are not left out, reminiscing fond memories of their grandma.
All right, so my grandma was a very loving and very driven woman. For as long as I've known her, which is all my life, she's always been there for us as a family. She's always been there to give us words of advice, always looking after us, always caring for us.
My grandma was a powerhouse. She was a force to be reckoned with, an amazing woman, very loving, very faithful. Yeah, she'll be dearly missed.
We were always comfortable around her. She was always encouraging in academics, in our prayer life. She made me pancakes, which was my favorite ever, and I'll dearly miss her.
After the interment, the family hosts their friends. As everyone settles in, they are treated to good music in memory of their mother. The children believe their mother's life is worth celebrating, and that they did. While this is on, there's another celebration of Mrs. Mosunmade Arike Odige's life holding simultaneously at the Royal Oak Centre. The chief hosts of this part of the celebration, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of NLNG, Mr. Tony Atta, and his wife, Mrs. Oma Atta, arrived to a warm welcome from their guests. Mrs. Omata steps up to the microphone to welcome everyone and then talks about her dear mother.
So I want to just beg all of us, even if that's the only message I leave here. I'm also learning it. Trust me, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect at what I want to tell us to practice. But let's love people more. Let's, just appreciate, say thank you for little things, say hello, smile. It costs us nothing. In fact, the easiest things to do are the things that mean a lot to people. I want us all to just have fun. Celebrate my mom.
The governor of Edo State, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, top players in the oil and gas sector, as well as the NLNG family, show up at this occasion to support the family.
Shared the same birthday, so we had a lot in common. I always looked up to her. She would give good advice. I was young then, I was in college, and it was in her house I met my husband.
Late Madam Mosunmade Arike Odigie was a qualified hospital administrator. She worked in different hospitals, including UBTH and UPTH, and retired after serving meritoriously, leaving her footprints in the sands of time. She will be greatly missed by her husband, children, and grandchildren. May her soul rest in peace.
Well, she came, she saw, and she indeed conquered. May her soul rest in peace, and our condolences to her family. Well, that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and remember that you can always watch this and past editions of the show on channelstv.com. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and also you can reach us with the number blinking right below on your screen. Well, thank you once again for watching, and remember that Metrofile repeats tomorrow at 12 noon on that Saturday, so don't forget to tune in. Well, thank you once again for watching. I am Odigie. Do have a blessed weekend.